I'll be making 2 Among Us themed shakers using these Jello shot molds. I've actually never played Among Us, but I've watched a lot of videos about it and it's trendy, so obviously I would want to make a video about it. Anyway, I'll be listing the materials in the description below, and if you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe. Let's get started. Okay, so I want to base my shakers off of the 2 ways your character can get ejected, both either in space or in a lava pit. So I'm going to start by mixing up my resin, and then I'm going to divide it into several containers to mix my colors. For the space theme shaker, I'm going to mix black, and I'm going to add a little bit of glitter to make it more spacey. And for the lava pit, the rocks around it are kind of in like a purple gradient, so I decide to mix 3 shades of purple, a really dark one, a really light one, and then one a little bit in between. I also decide to add some iridescent flakies just for some extra sparkle. Now I'm just pouring the black resin into one of the shaker molds. And now I'm pouring the purple shades into the second mold, starting with the lightest shade and trying to get a nice gradient throughout the other ones. I really should have cut down the protruding tall part of the mold so I could actually see what I'm doing a little bit better, but it still worked out in the end, so it's okay. While the resin was curing, I sculpted some crewmates out of clay. And after 24 hours, it's demolding time. I actually don't think I waited 24 hours, that's why I'm still able to squish the shakers around a little bit. Now I'll smooth out the edges of the shakers by sanding them after adding a little bit of water to the sandpaper. Now that they're smooth, I cut out some circles of transparency film, and now I'll attach them to the shakers using UV resin. Now I'm going to paint the backs of the shakers so that they look more like the backgrounds I'm trying to replicate. For the space shaker, I just paint some black on it. I actually meant to add some stars, but I forgot. And for the lava pit, I paint on some scarlet, orange, and yellow to look like the lava. As you can see, the paint is really streaky, so I'm going to add some more coats. Now that the paint is opaque, I'm going to dome the backs of the shakers with some UV resin. I'll use a lighter to remove any air bubbles too. Now it's time for the fun part, adding all of the fun glitters and beads to the shakers. As you can see, the orange crewmate I made is gone because he was too big to fit into the shaker, so I tried to cut off like the back part of the crewmate, but then it flew away, so I lost it. Now it's time for me to add the rest of the films after I'm done adding in the fillers. I want to make this base theme one into a water shaker, so I add some baby oil with a pipette. Usually you should use a syringe so you can avoid the huge air bubble you'll see that I get, but I don't have one, so you've got to make do with what you have. By the way, the white crewmate I made was also too large for the shaker, so I ended up making a new one. Next time I'll probably try to be a little bit more careful about the stuff I make to put in the shakers. Before dumbing the tops of the shakers, I want to add some accessories to them. For the space one, I'm going to add a couple stars, and for the lava one, I'm going to add a border of purple beads. Now I will dome the tops of the shakers. I think these are decently good for my first time making shakers. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe. Goodbye!